today is one among those days which are very, very good for me because on August 16, 2008, I arrived in the United States of America. That we are talking about how many years to be exactly. We are saying that will be 16 years to come here. It takes a long time. So I also even wrote like a letter to make the reflection. I have posted 2 photos. The first photo you can see, I'm with the ambassador, U.S. ambassador in Tanzania. By that time, he's called Mark Green. Used to be a senator or congressman, later he became ambassador. So that was June 2008, after graduating from my bachelor's degree. So we are having just like meeting with the ambassador, and he's saying goodbye to us before we come to America. And then the other picture I posted there, it shows that it was when I arrived in the United States. So how did I manage to come to the United States? What way did I use to come here? That's number one. But 2, what is the lesson and advice I can give to a brand new person who is planning to come to the United States? So to make it the things easier, I posted a letter on Instagram. I posted a letter also on what do we call the X or Twitter. I posted on various accounts. So I want just to read one of these letters so that we can all be on the same page. You can see what I posted. So let me share the screen for those who will be able to see the screen. But also, I will be reading that letter loud, and the people can be able to hear or to see the letter I posted. So this is the letter I just posted. Just 1 second. I'm going to share the letter. The letter is reading as follows. Let me read it. So it says 16 years in the USA. Reflections and lesson learned. On August 16, 2008, I stepped onto American soil as a Fulbright scholar. We'll talk about Fulbright scholarship program. What is that? 16 years later, which is today, which is August 16, 2024, I reflect my journey and the invaluable lessons I've been able to learn along the way. So I just summarized and posted just 7 key points. There are so many things, but I just put 7 points. For those, if you are dreaming to come to the United States or to go overseas to any other country, so this is some of the advice. Number 1 is to make sure that you hold fast to your dream. If you genuinely believe that this is your dream to move abroad, don't let anyone, to dissuade you or to make sure that you lose that focus. You will hear a lot of countless of stories people are saying about America or about Germany, about whatever. Some of the information are not true. Someone is giving that information, has never traveled to these countries, has never experienced the life in these countries. So you end up just believing whatever they say, and then you stop everything. I can give just one of the practical example. Why am I saying that way? Because there is one person, for instance, became the green card lottery winner. I helped to do the application and won the device visa lottery last year, but he refused to process to come to America because some of his colleagues, some of his church members, some of his friends, what if he's believing in their friends, told him, if you go to America, you might be killed because over there people they use a lot of gun and there is racism. So for that case, you don't go. So the person refused to come to America. So that's the first point, is make sure that if you truly believe that is your goal, that is your dream, make sure that you work so hard on that one and don't let anybody stop you from your dream. And not just a dream to move overseas. In anything you put up when you believe that's what you want to do, make sure you work so hard on that and believe you're on the right track. Point number two says, prioritize your dream. Make it relocating. If your dream is to relocate to another country, make sure that relocating to another country is your top priority. What does it mean? It means that you have to allocate your resources accordingly. You have to make sure that how do you spend your time? How do you use your money? How do you use your other resources? That should be a critical point. Let me give you an example. The example is like this way. You plan to, your dream is to go to Germany or to go to Canada. But most of the time, whenever you buy the internet, you spend mostly 90% of your internet just to watch some gossip stories, just to watch just soccer games, football games, Premier League, whatever. You waste so much time on other things. I don't say you have to stop to watch other things. No, my point is make sure that you also allocate your resources, your time into things which can be able to help you towards achieving your goals. Meaning, you can follow different YouTubers, you can follow different people on Twitter, but also the people who provide those type of information. That is another thing. So make sure that you dedicate your resources, time, money, and even your internet usage towards achieving your goal. That is something else you need to pay attention to. As I said, we are just having a reflection of 16 years in America. Today, August 16, 2024, is marking my 16 years being in the United States. So that is another lesson we see. Number one, hold fast to your dream. Number two, prioritize your dream to be number one priority. Number three, make sure you have a specific cycle. People you believe they are truly your friends. Not all people because you went in the same school. Not all people because you go to the same mosque. Not all people because you go to the same church. Not all people because you come from the same neighborhood, the same tribe, same whatever you want, a group, should be your friends. Friends are supposed to be categorized into different interests. You need to have friends when it comes to sports, friends when it comes to gossip, friends when it comes to religious issues, friends when it comes to your dream to go abroad. So find those people you believe that these will be in my cycle. We can share the information. We can inspire one another. So curate your cycle. Not all friends will share your passion or your understanding of your dream to move abroad. It is important to surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support your aspirations. Build a circle of friends who share your dream. This community will provide encouragement when you resort for that particular help. That is very, very important to figure out, to think about. Because if you have, let's say you have a friend who has no dream in their life to go to Canada, for him or for her, the dream is just to sell avocados or to deal with a certain type of business or to work into the government of your country. If you come with the information that I want to go overseas, they see you are wasting your time. So don't waste your time for people you don't share the same passion. So have the friends when it comes to abroad. Have the friends when it comes to sports. Have the friends so you categorize, put them according to the interests. Myself have friends on so many things. When it comes to YouTube, I have certain friends. When it comes to talk about politics, I have certain type of group of friends. When it comes to talk about sports, I have certain type of friends. When it comes to talk about the family issues, you have certain. I categorize people in terms of priorities. Then, lesson number 4, which I've learned, assess your professional profile. What does that mean? Take a closer look at your qualifications. Determine which immigration pathways align with your skills and experiences. If you need to improve certain type of aspect of your profile, maybe you have to go to finish your school, do that. If you want to go get a certain certification, do that. If you want to build something to help you to build your professional profile, do that. Establish yourself in such a way that is going to enhance your chances of obtaining the visa. If you are still in a country, you want to go to another country, make sure the first thing, don't come and say, oh, you know, I have a passport, my dream is to go to America. EBM, please help me on this one. No. My first question, I'll ask you, what is your professional profile? What are your qualifications? So, we need to know, these are my qualifications. This is my age. This is my education. These are my work experiences. These are the assets I have. If I apply for this type of visa, I'll be able to get it. This type of visa, I'm not going to get it. Because each type of visa has its own requirements. Each type of visa has its own documents required for you to be able to process. So that's why you have to look into professional profile. Another lesson which I wanted to provide is broaden up your horizon. There are some people who say, my dream is to go to Sweden and don't want to apply to any other country. Or my dream is to go to United States just through this pathway. They don't want to think about any other country. They don't want to think about any other way. So another lesson is broaden up your horizon. Don't limit yourself into one opportunity or one country. If your dream is to go to a specific country, by all means pursue it, but also consider applying to other countries as a backup. Additionally, you have to explore other opportunities. Myself, my dream was to come to America. But even if, no matter how my dream was to come to America, I was already in America as a Fulbright scholar. While I was still here, what did I do? I still applied for other programs within the US and as a backup in Europe. What if I don't get anything here? I don't want to continue to stay here illegally here. So I had other backup option in Europe. Okay. So another question, another point to look at before I go to your questions. Another one is stay humble, always. Okay, just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so say always stay humble and be grateful. Majority of people, when they relocate to another country, start forgetting where they are coming from. Some people, they don't abandon all their friends or whatever people they have, think that because I am already in America, I'm already in Canada, I'm already in Europe, you are better than other people. No, you are not. You are not better than any other people. Stay humble and grateful. Once you arrive in a new country, never forget where you are from, you're coming from. Avoid looking down on those people back home or assuming that your success makes you superior. No, it doesn't. Be thankful for your own success. That is your dream, not others people's dream. There are some people are very successful in your own country. So don't feel that you are better off than any other person. No. And the last aspect on the lessons on the reflections is always make a long-term plan. From the moment you arrive in that particular country, you go to Canada, you go to Sweden, Ireland, whatever country you want to go, always make that decision very, very early on that am I going to stay in this country for a long time, or I'm going to stay here for just a short time. That will help you down the road when you are making your resources and decisions on how to invest, retirement, and all other kind of things, family, and so forth and so forth. If you intend to go back to home country, that is something you need to pay attention. Okay, let me answer some few questions, and then I'll come back to everybody. Someone is asking a question from Instagram. The question is, can you get a visa for the United States without having any asset from your country? The answer is no, you can't. What do we mean by asset? Asset, not just the only things. When you apply for the visa, there are major two types of visas or categories in general. Category number one are the visas which, when you come to America, you come here to live here on a permanent basis. Permanent. Those we call immigrant visas. Meaning you are coming to the United States to become a permanent resident. Let's say you win the diversity visa lottery. Let's say you win or you get married to a US citizen. So you come from day one as a permanent resident. So those type of visa, they have their own requirements. They are not going to ask, show me the assets that will come back to your home country. But if you apply for the visas, which we call non-immigrant visas, the visas that I'm coming to America to study, I'm coming to America to visit, I'm coming to America just to go and attend the conference, or I'm coming there for the medical reason, I'm coming here just to watch World Cup, I'm coming here to watch the Olympic. So if you come here, even for a week, you are given what we call non-immigrant visa, meaning you come to America for a specified period of time, expected to go back to your home country once that reason is over. Whether it will be 1 week, whether it will be 1 month, whether it will be 3 years, 4 years, that is a non-immigrant visa. You are not going to be given a green card right away. So those type of visas, you have to prove you will be going back to your home country. So to prove you're going back to your home country is to convince, not by saying I love my country, is by showing what you can do back to your country. So you can't get just a random visa without showing any proof. So some people cannot have resources like in a house, whatever. You don't need to have all those kind of things. But there are things which they see, there is a chance that you'll be going back to your home country. Okay, let's go to another question. I see Roberto Nango watching from Cameroon. Christina is watching from India. Alice watching from Mozambique. Shiro wa Sweden is watching from Sweden. Is a Kenyan who lives in Sweden. Somebody is watching from Kofi is watching from Kigali, Rwanda. Then we see there are so many people. Saudi Arabia, Ashiru watching from Saudi Arabia. Ashiru is asking a question. Let me read the question from Ashiru. Is it possible to get high school scholarship for a 16-year-old child in the USA? And is it possible you help me, please, but not only America? So let me give some understanding of people when it comes to American education. It is very, very difficult to say you are 16 years old to get a scholarship to come to study in America, high school. Remember, education from kindergarten to high school, public school, is free of charge. So scholarship to do what? Education is free. But as a minor, you cannot get into the plane, I'm going to study in America for high school. You must be here legally. Unless otherwise, there are some exchange programs, but there are so many restrictions for a minor to travel from one country to another. And remember, in America, there are no boarding schools for high school, junior high school, grade school. From first grade, kindergarten to high school, there is no normal high school, boarding school like what we have in Africa or in Asia. Boarding school here is considered as a disciplinary education. So if a child is doing a lot of crazy stuff, then will be required. Instead, maybe sometimes the court will make a decision. You go to the military school. So there is a school, it's called the boarding school, but it's only all governed by the military. So they want to teach you the discipline. So some people, they give you the option, go to boarding school or they take you to prison. So there are those kind of things. So there is no, so you cannot say, oh, I have a child who wants to go to study high school in America. Where will that child live? There is no boarding school. So unless otherwise, there is a legal, someone you have a person gets a guardianship, and then like that way. The only way I can advise you, make sure you finish your high school there, get very, very good results. By very good results, almost most of them to be A and B, to apply for scholarships. That's what I'll be able to advise you in that particular way. Okay. Okay, we see some people, someone is asking, the DV lottery is coming up. No update. The green card lottery, for those who do not know, is called the diversity visa lottery. The diversity visa lottery is a process where people can apply green card or permanent residence through a lottery means, and each year is in the month of October. And this year, guess what? Green card lottery will be called the DV 2026. Meaning the application starts in the month of October. October is the first fiscal year in the United States. So the dates have not been officially advertised, but I have already made my prediction that the dates will be from Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024 to Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. 35 days of application for people to apply. Remember, the application is done through the official website, and the official website is called www.dvprogram.state.gov. That is the official website for someone to be able to go and check the applications. But if you go now, there will be no place to do the application until the applications opens. Before that, you can't be able to go and check the applications. The few things I want to point out on that one, make sure you prepare, especially the photo, to be very, very correctly. But also the other important things will be to make sure that you follow the instructions on how to be able to apply, because some people, they apply 2 times or they make a mistake on the photo. Make sure you make everything correctly and be ready to apply. So that will be the DV lottery. We'll make so many videos about that. But today I want to make more information about my experience in America, lessons. So I prefer not questions to be more on the green card lottery, whatever, because today, as I've been saying, it is my 16th year in the United States. There is question from Alex Maranga from Kenya. Very well watching from Nakuru, Kenya. You normally inspire me, bro. I believe that one day I will land in the United States. Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, as I've been saying, number one is the belief, the dream. You need to have a dream that, yes, I'll be able to make in the United States. Number two, review your professional profile. Like this, and this, and this. You have to think about it. You have to work on your qualifications. And number three, don't make just only one country, United States. While you are applying for the United States, also look at the opportunities elsewhere. broaden up window of opportunities. Apply. You apply not to just one program. Apply the diversity visa lottery. Apply if you have qualification to apply for school. Apply for school. If you have qualification to apply for another program, apply for different programs. That is what I can advise you. Quick. Shabani Sudi says, good EBM. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. There is congratulations from Shiru Margaret Chege. Say, congratulations, my brother. Remember, this is, as I said, today is August 16, 2024, marking 16 years as I arrived in the United States as a Fulbright scholar back in the year 2008. I came to the United States as a Fulbright scholar. Is a program which you come to through teaching Swahili language. So that is how I was able to come to America. Different people come with a different type of programs. So, but the issue is, what is your next move once you arrive here? Do you want to stay here for a longer time? Do you want to go back to your home country? That is something people should be able to pay attention to and focus on. Okay, let me go to any question. So someone is asking about the volunteering program. Where do they fall into which category? Depending on the nature of the volunteering, majority of them, they come under J1 visa, exchange visitor, depending from that. I see someone from United Kingdom is watching. Peace Holding is from Great Britain. Thank you so much. I see Mr. Paulie 237 is watching from Texas. Which part of Texas are you watching from? I'll be in Texas by the end of September. I'll be attending the conference for Tanzanians convention. We call it ICOTA. It will be in the city of Austin, Texas. So I'll be there for 5 days in Texas. Okay, there is Aziz Goody says, I'm in Doha, state of Qatar. Glad for you and your information. Thank you so much. One day, itajipa. One day, you will win. Thank you so much. Lamek Lilanda says, is farmers a good paying job or profitable business in the United States? Yes. I don't know as a business per se, because as a business is something else. When you open the farmers, you cannot just open your normal farmers. There are so many requirements, and it's a very expensive process. And most of the time, when we say the farmers, you need to work with the insurance companies to accept insurance and to people to come to your store, because most of the the medication will be prescribed. But if there are those who buy, will call under the counter, just like you don't need a prescription, like you want to buy aspirin, whatever. So people already, if you go to these big billion-dollar companies, Walmart, CVS, whatever, Target, whatever, there is a section for the medicine. So as a business, I don't know the procedure to open up to have a pharmacy. You cannot open like a small pharmacy and get a client, no. But if you work as a work, yes, it pays a lot. It is very good one. It requires a lot of schooling, but yes, it pays very, very good. Lamek Lilanda is asking a question. I have a diploma in pharmacy, so can I work as a pharmacy personnel once I join military? Remember, I don't have a green card, or do I still join as enlisted? Number one, in order to join the military in the United States, you must be a green card holder. That's number one. That's number one. And number two, you need to have high school education minimum to join. If you are a citizen and you have a degree, you can apply direct as a officer. But if you are green card holder, even if you have a degree or high school, you will start as enlisted. And number three, There is no a job called pharmacy in the military. They have what we call command, just like not nurses per se, but just they work like nurses, but they are not per se. Yeah, so we call in the Navy, call them command. So Navy command, like the people working in the medical field, kind of that. So you not join as a pharmacist because, but you can join as command, which is kind of like a nurse. I see some people watching from Tanzania. Someone is called America's Beautiful End. Frank 255 from Tanzania. Let me answer some questions. Oh, I see Cats 254. Macy, Mambo VP, how are you? How are you doing? Okay, yeah, so then there is a question called, let me read this one. There is a question from Christina Hasner. Please guide me. Recently, I had completed Masters in Education. I want to do PhD in Education from America with fully funded scholarships. Number one, you can email me. I can send you the book. I published a book, which is free download online. It's called the PhD Scholarships for Africans in the United States. It gives you the procedures on how to apply for PhD. That's number one. But number two, there is a list of all programs which provide full funded scholarships. One of the schools which provide full funded scholarships for education in the United States is the University of San Diego. I did my master's in peace studies and conflict resolution at the University of San Diego. So I know that university very well. So they have a school of education. School of education, also they have PhD in education, which provides full funded scholarship, or rather we call assistantship in that particular way. So you can do that, or you can create what, if you go on my website, there is a place where you can book appointment. You can book one-on-one appointment online consultation with EBM. Just go to my website, which is ebmscholars.com. If you go there, you'll be able to do that. For those who can be able to see my screen, if you go to my website, there is a place, it's called book appointment. Click on the book appointment and you can be able to book appointment. For those who are already in the United States, right now they're in the United States or in Canada, and usually if you go, there is a place on my website, it says financial education. You can click on the financial education, then you'll be able to get the free consultation on finance or understanding about the financial education in Canada and the United States. That you must be in the United States. So you go there and you fill the form. If you fill the form of the financial, then I'll be able to get back to you. So make sure that you must be in the United States. That is the condition. For this one, you must be in the United States. It's a free consultation on that one. But the other booking, other consultation about immigration, about scholarship, that is for payment. But for the finance is not required. Someone is asking, can you apply the DV lottery without a passport? There is no passport requirement. There is no passport requirement in the application of the diversity visa lottery. It was not, then it was, then it is not now. So this is the third year with passport is not required. What is required is a photo, passport photo. That is a requirement, and make sure that that passport photo meets the requirements. There are so many things you need to make sure that your photo meets the requirements.
We got paperwork for you. We got paperwork.
Okay, I'm coming 1 second. I understand, but I'm live. I don't care. Okay, I'm sorry. There are people, there are some documents came, so I'm sorry. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. There are important mail came. So yeah, so you can apply the green card lottery without there is no passport requirement. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me go to other questions. Okay, 1 second. Okay. There is a question. There is a question from Emmanuel Ata Amoako. Mr. Ibiam, please, can you apply for the DV lottery for me because I've been applying for the last 6 years? Yes, I can do that. But what you can do, you go to my website. If you go to my website, there is a place, it's called DV Lottery Application Service. If you click on that one, you'll get the information about how to take your photo, properly take the photo. After taking the photo, you can take the photo using a phone. I give the information how to get the photo. You will fill the form, proper corrected information. You will upload your photos, and also it will require you to pay $10. If for me, I'll come to edit the photo properly and apply for you, and they send you the confirmation number, the confirmation page, whatever, through your email. So, so what I do is edit your photo and apply for you. So there is a place on my website. It's called just the lottery application service. Or some people they want just the photo editing only. There is a service for that. Some people they will say, okay, just edit my photo. I will apply on my own. I can do that too. So someone is asking Esther, hujambo, niko na swali muhimu. Someone finished high school from Kenya. Can you get to the college in the US? So the question is that person coming to pay by himself or herself, or is looking for scholarship? If you're looking for scholarship, first of all, I needed to see very good results. We're talking about almost all A's and B. Don't come with it. See, some people, they don't even have qualification to get into their own countries. For bachelors, you think you can get a scholarship? No. If you're talking about scholarship, it will be very competitive. But if you are looking for college to pay for yourself, depend also on the results too. Okay. Okay, there is a friend of mine is in Finland, Source for Real. This guy, I have known Source for Real for over a long, long time. Na kuangalia kaka from Helsinki, Finland as usual. This is again is that word, super califragilistic. Oh man. Yes. So we have been known for a long time. I was looking for ways to come to America until I got the opportunity. Then we became friends. He was still in Tanzania. Then he moved to Finland. So we have been here and there, catching up here and there. So yeah. Fiber Zone is saying, I've heard the rumor that Germany, they are also offer a lottery to play there. Which is it called the blue card, and is EV application available? Is it true? They are not officially launched, like you can apply now, but what they are planning, they want to have like a green card lottery. So even if they want to call it blue, their card, whatever, but they want to make like American green card lottery. So it hasn't been already launched officially to start doing the applications. At the moment, only the United States has the green card lottery, no any other country. Esther Kiema, I'm Esther watching from the USA. Which state are you watching, Esther? And as I said, if you are in the United States, go to my website, ebmscholars.com. If you are right now in the United States and you want to have understanding of what we call the financial education, financial consultation, that if you are in the United States, that is a free one-on-one meeting with me about the finance. So go, if you're in the US, go on my website, ebmscholars.com. You will see the financial education. Click financial education, you fill out that form. Then I'll have the meeting with you. One of the mistakes we are doing as immigrants when we come here, we focus more on immigration. Like, I have to get papers. So you can struggle 5, 6, 7 years to get papers. But all that time, you don't take time to learn about the finance. You don't know, or you don't take a time to learn about retirement plans, about all those kind of things. Like you can see, like a few minutes ago, I just received this one. This is a life insurance for my child. I have one here for, this one is for Claire. This one is for Faustina. Yeah, so for my kids, that means is to prepare them. Like when we say like, oh, when you are a child in America, you can be able to succeed. We think that you struggle, come here, have a child, we think that will succeed without having a plan. So for me, I opened their own special type of bank, which is under what we call life insurance setting. I save their money. So when they're 18, when they are 20, they can have maybe 100,000 in their bank. They can start the business instead of struggling to find a bachelor degree, just to get hired by somewhere to get $15, $20 per hour. They can own their own business at a very, very young age. Or they can use that money as a down payment, buy a property, and just rent. So those are the things we give some of the information to immigrants to understand the financial game. And even right now, I'm writing a book, which is called the... What is the book? This is the book. The book is called Decoding American Dream, Immigrant Missteps in Navigating America's Financial and Retirement Systems. That we come to America, we go to Europe, we go to all these countries we want to go, but we struggle, we work so hard to make sure that we get papers to become permanent resident, to become citizens of those countries. But all those years you've been there, we don't invest our time to look into the finance, to create a situation where our kids will be able to succeed. We don't focus on ourselves. When the time to retire comes, how do I go to retire? So because people that do not do those kind of things, oh, when I retire, I'm going back to Africa. Not because they want to go back, it's because they cannot survive the retirement expenses in these countries. So better to prepare, you're retiring here, but to go to your own country with the money you have prepared to retire in New Jersey, retire in California. If you have the money to retire in California and go to your home country, you can relax, you can own business and have a good retirement. So if you are in the United States or Canada, please reach to me or go and fill the form, the financial education form. On that particular way, I will give you that particular guidance. Yeah, so let's go to other questions. Let me see some people on someone is asking the update about who applied for the Fulbright this year. I'm not so sure. I haven't heard anything the result wise. There is a very good question from Princess Kadia. The question is, can you land in the United States without having any property to your home country? The answer is yes. Not all people needed to have a property to get the visa. Myself, I just graduated on May 30. That was the last day of the school, May 30, 2008. On August 15, I got into the plane to come to America. I got the visa. The point is, what pathway are you using to come to America? They want to see the reasoning that you'll come back to your home country. But not everybody must have a home. Some people can be just, okay, I got a scholarship, I'm going to say I'm coming back. Some people can say I'm going to a conference, depending, okay, now I'm working, I don't have the property, but I have a family. I'm also volunteering with this organization. So it's a list of so many factors which are playing part. I made a video in Swahili, in my YouTube for Swahili, for those who want Swahili, everything about the visiting visas, conference visas, but I'm going to make another one just answering all the questions in English. I'll come to post that one. But you don't need to have, so there is a list of suggested things you need to have, but doesn't mean that you must have all of them to tick in order to get the visa. Sometimes you might have all those kind of things, you might have a property, you might have everything, but still you can be denied the visa. So there are so many factors play a big role on that one. Okay. Okay, there is a question from, it's not a question, it's from Miriam Mwakalibule. Miriam says, I'm right now, I'm FLTA at Notre Dame. University of Notre Dame is one among the biggest universities in America, in Indiana this year. So that means very, very excited. So get in touch with me. We can talk with you, give you a guidance, a special. Once you finish your Fulbright here, to make sure that you have a master's scholarship. University of Notre Dame, they have a very good program, PC studies, masters and PhD. I know that because I studied at University of San Diego. The person who is sponsoring John B. Kroc in San Diego is the same person who is giving the same scholarship. The name of the schools are the same. School of Peace are the same. They have the same scholarship. So get in touch with me. Let me screenshot your page and make sure that you be able to understand that. So I'll get in touch with you later. So, because the biggest mistake of people, especially who come as a Fulbright, because you do not know that you can apply for masters, you can apply for scholarship and continue to stay here. I came through the same program, Fulbright Foreign Language Teaching Assistantship Program, which is FLTA, back in 2008. And to be exact, you say that because I believe you were coming maybe a week ago. If you are coming this year, I flew from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, to the first flight. I arrived in Stanford, San Francisco. I was in Stanford for 1 week. After being there for 1 week, it was orientation. Then I went to Marshall University in West Virginia. I was there for 1 year. After 1 year, I went to Tanzania today. Tomorrow I get another visa. After I stayed there for a month, I get into. Then I went to California to do masters in peace studies and conflict resolution. Got 2 other scholarships. Got married. Joined the military. Life continues from there. So we'll give you the guidance. That's what I usually tell people. The first thing after arriving on this land, whatever land you want to go, the first question: am I coming here to stay for a short time or for a long time? Am I here for good, or I'm just coming here as a Fulbright for 1 year? I'm coming here for masters 2 years. I'm coming here for PhD, then I'm going back. Or I'm coming here to look for opportunities also to stay here. You have to make sure that you know your next move. I arrived on that time, but the same, within like the first 2-3 weeks, I'm in America. I already done my GRE. I'm already applying for more schools. So I was already ready. From the first day I'm arriving here, I'm looking my next move. So always look for the next move. Don't wait until your program has 1 week left. Then how can I stay in America? No. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't do that. How can I get a scholarship for degree holder as a doctor full funding? Doctoral. You are applying for PhD. Just number 1, I have a book which is free download. PhD scholarships for Africans in the United States. It's online for free. Download. Read it. Also, it has all the list of all schools which are full funded in PhD. Irene Kosei, Harisa, thank you so much for what you are doing. Thank you so much. Someone is asking, if you win the green card, is it a must to go on the same year? There is a timeline. You don't win the green card this year and you go 5 years later. No. If you win the results which are out this year, the V2025, which the results came out, have to do 1 second. Someone was calling me. Let me tell you, I'm live. Okay. So for that case, you must make sure that okay, I want to remember. You have to apply. There is a timeline. The interviews are done from October 1st to September 30th the other year. So you must do the interview within that fixed period. The moment you are given the visa, it's green card visa as a lottery winner, you have 6 months to travel. If you don't travel, your chance. Yeah. Someone is asking, Mr. EBM, I'm in Kibondo, Kigoma, Tanzania. How can I get consultation about community colleges in the United States? Go to my website. There is a place that says book appointment. You can book appointment through my website. So, there are so many questions. Shiro say, EBM, how are you, sir? I'm doing fine. Ali is asking a question. Hi, boss. I hope you are doing well. By October, I have a plan to apply again. But before I applied as a single, do you think if I apply again with my family, the embassy will notice anything? No. When you apply the V lottery. Whatever you filled the previous time, whether you are single, you are not single. If you didn't win, the game over. Whatever you apply this year is applicable for this time. So don't worry. Edina, I'm going to answer your question. Just wait. Esther, you are now in Houston, Texas. Oh, that's good. Emmanuel is watching from Ghana. Is Mozambique eligible for apply for green card lottery? Yes, it is. Can I get full funded direct sponsorship as a truck driver from Doha? No. Most of the companies, especially in America, they don't do that. You must be here. Valentino say, EBM, I was a DV lottery winner 2024, but I was unable to fill the DS2 because my case number was unavailable. Valentino, email me, please email me, and then we'll see from there. Is it, Mr. Dikot, Mr. EBM, it's a while. Where have you been? Yeah, I've been a little bit sick, so I took time off for like a month and a half. I was not posting anywhere. Yeah. Can I get your WhatsApp number? No, you can email me. Yeah. Watching from Dubai, watching from Houston. Esther, you're from Houston. Please go on my website, ebmscholars.com, fill the form, financial education. Is it opportunity? If you are here, we can talk and discuss, challenge one another about the understanding about American finance, retirement, investment, but also how do you prepare your kids for the future, what related to economy. Edina say, my mom-in-law is in the United States. She wants to invite me there for her husband inauguration as a bishop. Unaweza kunisaidia aje? So what it is a very simple way. Number one, yes, they are going to write, they have to write invitation letter. Invitation letter to be, number one, your mother-in-law or whatever has to write a letter that I'm inviting my daughter-in-law so-and-so to come here. For the purpose is there is inauguration of blah, 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 to become a bishop. That is the whatever. You will stay here for how many days, who cover the expenses, the first letter. The second thing, they need also to send the document to prove that there is that official inauguration of the bishop, like official documentation, that one. They will send to you. Then you are going to apply the visiting visa. But you who is applying for the visiting visa, you need to show a proof that if I'm going there in America, but I'm not planning to stay there. So if you want, you can do by yourself, or you want our service, you can email us, we can give you the guidance, and you can give you our rates. We can help you to make sure that you can write the letter to give your relative, whatever. They can sign that letter just like how it's supposed to be written, and you can help to fill the form and to make sure that you have the correct documents. We can do that. That is a service if you want to do that. Emmanuel say, we love you. I love you. EBM from Ghana. Started watching you 2 years ago. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Edna, I already answered your question. Hi, EBM. I started watching your video you 2 years ago. I really like your content. I'm from Ghana. Thank you so much. Abe says, is Bet watching from Kenya. I'm 2025 DV lottery winner. My case number is 15,000. When expecting for the 2NL, 15,000 will be around the March, February, March, around that time. Congratulations for being the winner. Joachim from Tanzania. Okay. I've answered most of the question of that. Okay. EBM, are there schools currently offering scholarship for masters in the United States? Yes. Most of the scholarships now, you apply to go to study next year in August. So now is the application for August next year. You apply for a fall semester. Yes. Someone is asking, Temba, is there any changes for the DSC 260 since last year? No, it's almost the same. It's almost the same. Not much of the changes. PCI say email. No, maybe the email went on the spam. Our emails, if you wrote to EBM at EBM Scholars, all the email will have responded to all the emails. Nowadays we are very, very current, unless otherwise on DM I will check, but DM I usually don't check every day. So okay, so I have just like 4 minutes left, or a few minutes left, 2 minutes. I don't want to be that. I want to be here just for an hour. But overall, I want to say thank you each and every one who has been very, very supportive for me. Let me answer this question, then I'll go. Ken say, I'm the V21 winner, case number 31,000. To receive the second notification will be around May. Yeah. Apart from the international passport, what other documents should I have for someone to invite me? No, you don't have much of that one. So I'm just going to end my live now. Thank you each and everyone. I know there are so many things to continue. I'll be answering those one. You say you have been admitted to St. Louis, Missouri. Email me. I'm just ending now. The time is up. So thank you everyone. Yeah, there are so many questions I cannot answer all at once, people. So I'm going to end my live stream. Yeah, so